Sometimes when you're doing a real estate transaction, you got to get a little bit creative, but I'll tell you, the best deals that I've seen come together are the ones where we're thinking outside of the box and we do something a little unique. I want to tell you a couple of unique strategies that we use and continue to use for our clients in order to give them the edge in a transaction and sometimes get deals done that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to put together. The first one I want to tell you about is called a reverse offer. This is a pretty unique strategy that I, as an agent, haven't seen implemented in the marketplace much. It's something that's used as a seller. Let's say you have a buyer come to your home, they tour the property, they love it, they're asking a lot of questions, maybe they come back a second or even third time. But when it's all said and done, they don't put pen to paper, and maybe you're baffled because the feedback was so positive. In an instance like that, that is a great opportunity to write a reverse offer. And what that is instead of a buyer submitting an offer to a seller, you as the seller put an offer together and submit it to the buyer. Now, this is something that we've actually implemented in the past successfully that has gotten dialogues between sellers and buyers started, ultimately allowing us to put a deal together that we otherwise wouldn't have seen. The other strategy that we like to use is called an escalation clause. An escalation clause is exclusively used for buyers who are in multiple offer situations. We add this into the purchase contract, and what it states is that our offer is automatically increased or escalated by, say, $5,000 more than any other offer received. So what happens is it puts you in a position as a buyer to immediately increase your offer without resubmitting to ensure that you have the highest and best offer no matter what happens. Now, there are some critical steps that you want to make sure that you implement before submitting this escalation clause. One being, you got to put a cap on it, because if you don't, it's just unlimited. The other is you want to make sure that it's a significant amount. If it's only $1,000 escalation, it probably is not going to be effective and they may not take you seriously. You want to make sure, depending on the price, that it's either $5,000 or maybe even $10,000 to really put you in a good position as a buyer. And lastly, and most importantly, you want to make sure that your agent contacts the listing agent and explains to them that you're going to be submitting your response with an escalation clause in order to ensure that they are going to receive it well. If you don't do that, some agents don't like to play ball with escalation clauses and they'll just throw your offer out. So they gotta be willing to receive that, review it with your client, and explain to the seller what exactly that means. So, as you guys can see, it's not always a straight line to winning in real estate. And if you want to have the best odds, sometimes you got to think out of the box and be creative. These are just a couple of minor things that we do in specific situations in order to give our clients a leading edge when doing a transaction. If you guys have any other questions or you want to know more about the strategies that we personally use on our team in order to give our clients the edge, give us a follow, shoot us a DM, and I'll see you next time.